Welcome to Q&E Software, a GST-compliant accounting software for your company.
In this video, I will be showing you how to generate a completed GST-03 form for GST submission. Let's start. First, click on the text menu on the left-hand side navigation panel. Then click on GST Settings. You can adjust the taxable period based on the revenue of your company. A company with revenue less than Rm5 million will have to perform GST submission once every 3 months. However, company with revenue more than 5 million will have to submit every month. Q&E accounting software is able to remember the taxable period based on previous filing. Therefore, if the first filing is done for the period of 1 month, then the subsequent filing will also be 1 month taxable period. Now let's generate a new tax return. When you prepare a GST return form, Q&E provides you a wizard to assist you in submitting your GST return. There is a GST advisor built in the wizard, where the GST advisor will analyze your data and will advise you on what to do in order to be compliant with the GST Act 2014. Now, our first submission date will be from 1st of April 2015 to 30th June 2015. For example, for outstanding invoices more than 6 months, we should account it for input tax and claim back the GST that we have paid. Click on the Inquiry button. System will now analyze your data and retrieve those unpaid invoices for more than 6 months. You must select all the outstanding invoices that we want to claim for GST. Then click the Create Bad Debts Relief button. System will generate the journal voucher automatically. It is also advisable to generate the notification letter to inform and remind our customers to file the AP Bad Debts Relief. The letter states that, in accordance to the Section 58 GST Act 2014, we are making a claim to the Director General of Royal Malaysian Customs Department (RMCD) for a relief for bad debts on the following invoices that has outstanding more than 6 months. We also urge the respective company to file an AP bad debts relief in their coming tax return. After generating the bad debts relief, click Next. The GST advisor will advise you on those outstanding bills that are not paid for more than 6 months. Then, we will have to file the AP bad debts relief as well. Click Next to continue. The system will advise you on 21 days rules and so on. I will explain more on bad debts relief, 21 days rule and so on in another chapter on this GST advisor. Click Finish. Here is a summary of the tax return. Click on the Retrieve GST Report button. GST 03 Tax Return. The GST 03 now is generated. After generating, double-check the details. Users will be able to track back the amount of certain fields. A tip for you: if your cursor changes to a hand cursor, it means you are able to click on it and track back the amount. For example, I would like to track back the total value of standard rated goods. From here, we are able to see that the amount came from this particular invoice. You can also double-click the invoice to see more details of the transaction. In another example, I would like to track the total output tax. And here is the detail of where the output tax came from. For item 19 in the GST 03, users are required to fill in the MSIC code of their company. MSIC code is an item code that consists of 5 digits, representing your business nature, also known as Major Industry Code. You may find out your code at Malaysia Standard Industrial Classification, which can be downloaded from www.statistics.gov.my. The total GST amount of the respective MSIC codes will be shown in the GST03 form. Should the MSIC code is not defined, the GST amount will be shown in the box of Other. You should assign MSIC code to GL accounts that affect the value of supplies and output tax. The example of accounts that need to assign the MSIC code are sales account, cash sales account, return inwards, and etc. Now, I will show you where to assign the MSIC code in Q&E accounting software. First, go to General Ledger, Chart of Account. Now select the sales account and click Edit. Please assign the relevant major industry codes to the sales account accordingly. Note that you can also export this report to various formats. Now I will talk on how to submit GST in Q&E accounting software. Before we begin, we must first check if the GST/VAT module is enabled. To check, go to File, Modules, and make sure the GST/VAT is checked. Click on Apply Changes, then Save and Close. At the draft screen, remember to check if all the details are correct. Now click on Submit Tax Return. Fill in the authorized person details. The name and identity card field is compulsory. Click on Submit Tax Return button. By clicking on the Submit GST Return button, it means the system is now updating the status, and also the system is locking the data within the taxable period and is not yet submitted to customs. Next, click on Generate Journal Entry. Generating the journal entry means that the system will help you to generate a journal entry to contra off the output tax and input tax and transfer the figures to either payable or claimable account. In here, you will be able to see the debit and credit amount for this GST payment. Next, click on Generate TXT file. Check the amount shown in the window, then click Generate. Select a location to store the TXT file, then click Save. If you open the TXT file, it will look like this. Now access the Customs website and log in to the tab portal, then upload this TXT file. Now we will perform the actual payment of the GST charges. Click on GST e-payment. As you can see here, the payment will be made to Jabatan Custom Diraja Malaysia, and the description of the payment is also automatically filled in. You can also select the instruction date here. A GAF file is for audit purposes only and is only generated upon request by customs.
To generate the GAF file, click on Generate GAF in the navigation panel. Select the period of the GAF file. You can always see the transactions within this period by clicking on the Inquiry button. Next, click on the Generate button and select the location to save the GAF file. If you open the newly generated GAF file, it will look like this. Now you can send this GAF file to the customs. Q&E accounting software has various GST reports for your reference. I will show you quickly how it looks like. The first is the GST 03 tax return as seen previously. Next, we have GST detail listing as seen here. GST summary sheet. AR bad debts relief listing. AP bad debts relief listing. Customer credit note listing. Customer debit note listing. Supplier credit note listing. And lastly, supplier debit note listing.
Thank you for watching.